Hey guys, what's going on? This is Indy, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the changes that are happening to Holy Paladins between patches 6.1 and 6.2, so let's get into it. As it stands right now, there aren't that many changes coming to Holy Paladins in patch 6.2. There are 3 changes to be exact. One of them is a retribution change in which the Mastery Hand of Light has been reduced in effectiveness by 6%. The 2 changes that are coming to Holy Paladins are actually a buff. Holy Shock's mana cost has been increased by 50%. Now, this is a little bit of a nerf, but the trade-off that we're getting is definitely well worth it. The trade-off is that Devotion Aura now reduces all damage taken, not just magical damage. So, right now on retail, it inspires all party and raid members within 40 yards, granting them immunity to silence and interrupt effects, and it also reduces all magic damage taken by 20%. Now, it is also reducing physical damage taken, so it's just a 20% damage reduction across the board in addition to being an aura mastery. This means that Holy Paladins are almost like Resto Druids in every single way. We have 2 bark skins. We have our Divine Protection, which reduces magical damage taken by 40% for 8 seconds. It can also be glyphed into a 20% physical and 20% magical. So we have a bark skin, and we have, in a way, a AoE Iron Bark. This is actually going to be really strong in RBGs. This is going to make Holy Paladins a guaranteed necessity if they weren't already for RBGs. 20% complete damage reduction across the board and the Aura Mastery factor. So now, Aura Mastery may be used in multiple cases, not just for the silence immunity, but could also be used for just a damage reduction on your teammates. You know, if one of your teammates is dying and you need to give them some form of damage reduction and you're out of Hand of Sacrifices, you can throw down an Aura Mastery, or a Devotion Aura rather, and they will have 20% mitigation for 6 seconds. Granted, most Paladins are probably still going to be using it so they don't get kicked, and that's the #1 usage of it, to make sure that they don't get kicked when they're getting trained. So if you're being trained by, say, a TSG or a melee cleave, this is actually going to be really good because you pop the Aura Mastery, you can't get kicked, and they're going to be doing 20% less damage to you, not just magical damage. So that definitely gives Paladins a lot more survivability in certain aspects, and a lot more utility in larger scale PvP. So this is definitely a buff, and I feel like Paladins may be the #1 healer next patch, if they aren't already considered the #1 healer. This is because a lot of the damage that's going to be happening next patch is going to be absolutely ridiculous. The damage is already really stupid, but next patch the damage is going to be astronomical. And I feel like Paladins may be one of the only healers, if not the only healer, that can withstand this damage. Resto Druids do have Bear Form, but Paladins have Bubble, which is complete immunity, and they also have Blessings of Protection, so they can make other people immune to physical damage. And their single target heals are really strong, so I'm really excited to see how this plays out in next patch. Thanks for watching!